Now then, it all begins here.
That's...
What is it, Pain?
Someone is obstructing my reign.
What should we do?
You shouldn't even need. All who hinder me shall be wiped out.
Then...
Right. I'll go make the preparations. I leave them.
Of course.
Right. Infiltration The Hidden Rain Village. I can't help but remember that was back during the Second Great Ninja War, when there was still no end in Tsunade and I and Orochimaru. We fought against those three. Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato. They'd all been orphaned by the war. I felt sorry for them, so I decided to look after them until they could stand up. We lived under the same roof, shared a brief peace together. Even in the Hidden Rain, where the shadow of war still fell, those kids, looking back on those days now. A few years later, they'd made names for themselves in several battles. But then, I heard, well, that's how the world works. There's no avoiding it. Uh-oh. Mustn't do that. I've got a job to do. If I go back empty-handed, all right. When did the rain stop?
The end of the rain marks the beginning of our fight.
That voice.
It's time for God's punishment to descend.
This takes me back. I was just thinking of it. However, I never thought we'd be reunited under these circumstances. You've really blossomed since I...
What does a villager of the Leaf want here?
I'm investigating the leader of the Akatsuki. Imagine my... Does that mean that Pain is either Yahiko or Nagato?
Knowing that would be meaningless. Your life...
Well, listen to...
We are no longer on your side. Our wishes and...
Jiraiya? Why? Why did you stoop? Even amongst the three of you, you were particularly... Why are you...
You don't know what we were like after that. What happened.
Konan.
In the end, you can't possibly understand. If you oppose the Akatsuki, it doesn't matter.
Even if our time together was short back then, without it, if those students are guilty of something, as a master...
Pointless.
Maybe it is. Now, witness the white-haired boy's dervish dance!
super ninjutsu burn into your retinas!
Go!
Got it!
Don't have you underestimate. I'll use it.
Got it! There you're
You lose, Conan. You lose, Conan.
You are skilled as always. But I was only buying time.
What?
Your opponent.
So, I finally... He's here. Just will probably be a fierce fight, but I... All right, guess I'll... Now then, what will I be running into?
It's been a long time.
You're... I knew it. There's no mistake. He's just as I last saw him. His eyes are as they were then. It was when I'd been living for a few months with those three. In that era, the world had turned upside down. Bandits and thieves were common. And not only adults, but I was careful. But Nagato and the others distracted them, and they were attacked by Chuni. But when I came running to the scene, I found fallen rock ninja Nagato, a host to the Rinnegan. The Rinnegan is the most sublime eye, and was possessed by the Sage of Sick. It was thought to have been sent from heaven to a troubled world, but I never thought anyone who truly possessed the Rinnegan existed. His appearance has changed greatly, but that eye... So after Nagato... Does that mean Yahiko's here too?
Yahiko. Ah,
Used to be.
he died a long...
Just like Conan. You aren't who you used to be either, Nagato.
Nothing. Only the fight.
What are you saying?
There were too many deaths in this land. The pain, Sensei. But as I was mired in endless battle, I am no longer... I have moved.
Now, who'd ever thought you'd learn to tell jokes? And I'm not real impressed with your growth, Nagato.
You are a mere human.
What are you trying to do? Why make this Akatsuki group and get—
Since you're about to die, I don't need to keep it. We gather the tailed beast in order to develop jutsu of such magnitude that each one could instantly destroy
That's insane. Why make such a weapon?
I'll give them to the warring countries. Of course, they will not fail to use. In an instant, many people will die. Then, and all of humanity, all nations, the entire... This fear would give rise to the end of warfare. Conflict, you see. The pain I give...
You think that's your mission?
That's right. For I...
Take any joke that far. It looks like you've already come too far to turn back.
Turning back was as a god. I will give pain to the...
Enough! You three were my students, and I never doubted that you'd use your power to protect your loved one. But apparently, there's no point in talking. You are a poison to the world. I will take response. That's the last thing I can do for you, as your man.
Conan, stand aside.
Understood.
All right.